Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to talk about how I went on a very interesting date. Yo, do you know what this flag is? This is the flag of the week. It is matching to my femboy fit. This is the femboy pride flag. And also this is the straight ally flag. I'm just such a straight dude, you know, I'm just such a heterosexual man, but like, I don't mind them queers, so I'm helping them with the whatever fucking rights they want or whatever. Yeah, small flag for small boy. Hey, I'm big. I'm 6'4". I'm 193 centimeters. I'm very big. This Saturday, a friend of mine from the internet visited Vienna. We decided we're gonna meet up. You have to understand about this friend is that unlike me, who's poor as fuck, they're not. So my friend is someone with a bit more money, okay? And this internet friend happened to go to the Hotel Sacher, which none of you are from Vienna, so you're probably not gonna know what that means. Let me pull up an image of the Hotel Sacher for you. Yes, Sachertorte, it is named after them. This is the place. This is a fancy place. I was invited there once before, okay? Back before, in the old days, when I used to spend time with people for money, I was once led to that place and then turned away by security because they wouldn't let me in because I looked too poor. But this time I got to go inside. It is not very posh. It is incredibly posh, okay? This is the Sacher Hotel. It is probably the most fancy hotel in the country. We decided to meet there to have lunch because they have their own restaurant inside of the building. Normally, if you go to a hotel to have lunch, you just kind of ask them at the door like, hey, where's the restaurant? And they will just tell you it's over there and to the right. Oh, not in the Hotel Sacher. No. They said, oh, excuse us. Wait here, someone shall accompany you shortly. And then they got one of the, I'm gonna say employees instead of servants, to walk us the way to the elevator, which again was down the hall and to the right. We walked into the elevator and they hit the button and then they said, oh, I shall be with you upstairs. And then he left to go to the servants' elevator. He took a separate elevator so we wouldn't have to mingle with the poors. And I just told my date, like, this place is way more fancy than I'm used to. Like, I don't like this. I don't feel comfortable. And then he led us the next 5 steps to where the restaurant is, where he handed us over to one of the restaurant employees. And they said, oh, you shall be seated soon. And then they seated us at the chair. That's the thing I was talking about. Yes. At there, I stared at the menu for a bit. A 30 euro Sachertorte is something I had never even conceived of. The price to stay one night at this hotel, by the way, about 2,000 euro. So, just take that. I was looking at the menu and I was completely stumped. Luckily, my date is wealthier than me, and my date was capable of paying for this food, because I sure wasn't. The glass of juice, which obviously was orange fluid, obviously I drank orange fluid, was in fact 7 euro. 7 euro for some juice with water in it. Yeah. I decided I'm going to get a steak. The steak was about 80 euro, okay? Now, when you hear 80 euro steak, you would think it's like a really big steak, right? That you can like feed a family with. No. This is the steak. This is the steak in question. I hope it was dry aged. No, it wasn't. And this is my date's POV, which, yes, we posted on the Discord. If you're watching this on YouTube, you should join my Discord server. If you intend on actually interacting with the community and not just joining like a bot and then not saying anything. This is what she had. Mushroom soup. Steinpilzsuppe. It's a typical Austrian dish. They made a very fancy version. Like they had the stuff that was in the soup just on the plate. And then they came, I shall bring the sauce shortly. And then they walked over and then they poured the sauce in the table thingy. Like, cool, very cool, yeah. Whatever, I didn't pay for it. This was about 45 euro, if I remember correctly. And this is me trying my best rich girl smile, okay? This is what I look like when I'm really, really trying, okay? You see my jacket here? Why is my jacket here? Why didn't I put my jacket on the jacket thingy like everyone does? Well, there was not a jacket thingy. I couldn't hang my jacket anymore. So I figured I will just keep it with me because I don't trust anyone with my jacket. And you know what my date said? You could just ask one of the servants to take care of it. I am sure they would. It's the best outfit I had. Everything else I have is femboy clothing. Okay? This is a decent looking shirt. I must admit, I did not expect the place to be this fancy, as you can tell by the dress. This is the best selfie you get, okay? Because I'm not revealing anything more. Because y'all are too parasocial. There's one among you who will go apeshit. So, yeah. She was wearing like a fancy clothing and whatnot. And I was just there in my best shirt without a hole in it. So, you can see this is me at the hotel room. I had to use the bathroom, so I went to the hotel room. It's marble. Everything was made of marble. I was terrified. This is kind of like what the room was like, right? It was an interior room, so there's some windows here for lighting and stuff. But like, look at this. There's a TV. There was a flyer telling people like about the history of the place. And then separate beds, obviously, because I'm a child of God. After that, we decided we're going to check out something. The Imperial Treasury. So, in case you don't know, Austria used to be the capital of Europe because the Habsburgs married the right people. Because the Habsburgs used to rule everything, they have a lot of treasures. So all of the fancy gold stuff, like all the crown, that's all in the possession of the people of Austria now because of the revolution, okay? 1918, Austrian Revolution. And there I saw this, which is probably the most holy thing I've ever seen. Chat, what the fuck is this? What are we looking at? What is this in the middle? That looks like a rusty iron nail, right? Why is it surrounded by gold and in the Imperial Treasury? What significance could a nail have? It is a holy nail from the cross. This nail, reportedly, pierced the flesh of Jesus Christ, our Savior. That is, reportedly, the nail of the Holy Cross. This is the original nail that got nailed into Jesus. Reportedly, again, like, I don't know if it's true. No one does. But for the medieval age, they believed this was real, which is why there's a papal seal on it. And then another one by someone else who verified its authenticity. After I got to see the nail that, supposedly pierced Jesus Christ's body, and we walked past the Imperial Castle, the Hofburg Castle, which is actually huge. It's in the middle of Vienna, and it used to be the residence of the imperial family, until the exact day where Austria decided, fuck them, and we kicked them all out. And now the Austrian president lives there because, well, we had to find a use for the thing. So we did that. So we went to the Christmas market, right? The little stalls, and they were selling like tat. What I do is I look at stuff and I don't buy anything. This is because I am poor and I've always been poor. So I don't just buy things I don't need, right? Like this necklace. Like, it looks good. It's a cool necklace. But like, I wouldn't have bought this for myself. Well, you know where this is going. My date decided to buy me this necklace. And then I quickly noticed, like, every time I pointed at something and said, that's nice, she offered to buy it for me. I was like, oh, this is nice. Oh, and this is nice. Oh, and this is also nice. So I ended up with a shopping bag full of stuff that I really didn't need. And I kind of feel bad for getting because, yeah, but you know, I got a couple of things, okay? So, obviously, there were limitations to this. Like, I was talking about this, like, hey, are you just gonna buy everything? And the answer was very clear. No. Like, small things like this, sure. But you're not getting anything expensive. I'm like, fair enough, you know? To me, like, a little glass globe like this for 25 euro is something I would have never owned, you know? Because, like, I don't need this. It's neat, I like having it, but I don't need this. So, after, we went to the Christmas market where I got a lot of little trinkets that are nice to have. Went to have dinner at the same hotel, obviously. This is the food. This is a Frittatensuppe. This is an Austrian dish, kind of. I think it's Austrian. What you have there is Frittaten, which is like a crepe, but you cut it in slices. And then you put it in soup. And then usually it's like a beef soup, right? My date had this, which is like a fish kind of thing. Now, here's a little hint. If you already look underdressed as at a super fancy restaurant, okay? Do not order something that is impossible to eat without spilling, okay? Do not eat this. How do you get this on your spoon without spilling anything? You don't. It's impossible. So yeah, this soup also way more expensive than it should be. My grandmother always makes Frittatensuppe, and she makes it differently. Like, this one had like diced up carrots and stuff in it as well, which I'm not used to. It's too veggie for me. So yeah, that concludes the date night. That is all that happened, as far as you know. As far as you know, That's all that happened. We met on a Saturday, we had expensive lunch, we had expensive dinner. She treated me like a princess and bought me a bunch of stuff, and that's all we did. Chat, I think it is about time for me to end the stream. Tomorrow, Farming Simulator, 6 p.m. Central European Time, okay? Okay? Okay. Thank you all very much for watching. I shall be back tomorrow, as I just said. Make sure to follow me on YouTube and upload everything I do. And like watch all of it first though, because the algorithm likes that. Okay, talk to you. Bye bye. See you. Bye bye. See you.